everybody! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today we're going to do a pick a card, and I thought I would get you a message from your person, a heartfelt message to be exact, a message of encouragement and kindness during some really heavy and difficult times and energy. And I thought this would be beneficial to anyone and everyone. So yeah, we will get right into it and start with the pick-a groups. I do want to tell you first though, if you'd like to check out my Botanica, I've got all sorts of great stuff on there. I've got soaps, I've got potions, I've got candle melts right now, I've got a bunch of great stuff. So check that out if you're interested. I also have Orgonite that I make, and other art stuff. So yeah, this is from the Happy Marriage spell. I'll go ahead and get close up. It's so cute. I love it, and I can't wait to wear it someday at my wedding or my wedding rehearsal or my honeymoon or whatever. So yeah, we'll get into the pick a card. So we're actually going to shake some things up today. If you know me, you know I usually do 3 different groups for pick a card, but we're going to do 4 groups today. The groups are going to be shorter, and yeah, then we'll have room for 4 different options. So all of these are candle melts that I make in my shop that you can purchase. They are all magical. They all have magic potion in them, and they all have certain frequency and intention set into them. And they are in the shape of tarot cards. My very good friend gifted me a mold of tarot cards, and I decided I was gonna make some candle melts. So these go in like those wax diffusers, wax melters. Yeah, so group 1, you are the Justice card, and this actually has beauty potion in it, and it smells like pink cotton candy. And so not only is it harnessing the energy of justice and the Justice card, but it is harnessing the energy of beauty, inner and outer, self-acceptance, self-love, peace, and enjoying the little things. So that is group 1. Group 2, you're going to be the Tower. This one has beauty potion and truth serum. So this was created that even when there's a tower moment, to be able to find the beauty in it and the lesson in it, and to fully get the full truth of all angles of the situation. If you know my truth serum, you know it's painfully powerful, more powerful than Moldavite, can be very unforgiving. So yeah, group 2, the Tower, beauty potion, and truth serum. And this smells like pink cotton candy and floral. Group 3, you are the Hierophant, and this is another beauty potion, I believe. So the Hierophant is all about creating your own reality, making your own rules, and standing in your own power, on top of finding the beauty in your creation, even if it's not going the way you thought it would. So that's group 3. And then group 4 is another truth serum. We have the Strength card with the tiniest bit of beauty that slipped in there. Must have dripped in there. But the Strength card is all about, you know, pushing forward, finding comfort within yourself and being kind to yourself, and finding grace and beauty in your softness while also respecting your own boundaries and kind of overcoming the odds. So that's going to be group 4. So I'll hold all these up together. You can pause the video if you need to and pick your group. All right, I'll see you guys in your groups. Hi, group one. So I will say I already said a prayer. I already set my intentions before I even turned on the video. So we'll get right into the reading. So group one, this is for those of you who chose the Justice candle melt. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right. So Spirit, what does group one want? What does group one's person want to tell them? I just heard I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. What? The Strength card. Interesting. Okay, so your person wants you to know that right now you guys are mirroring each other in the sense that like you're both, your strength and your ability to bend instead of break is being tested. I see that there's been a lot of alone time between both of you. I feel like you've both been kind of alone and haven't had a lot of support. You both could be going through a major life change as well, and this life change has kicked up some inner dialogue or demons that are no longer serving you. And so it's about overcoming these challenges, but unfortunately the challenges you're facing, you've been facing them quite alone. And maybe this person hasn't been all that supportive to you. And I just saw them run and hide, and they ran into a cave. And so it's like, they're not just not being supportive to you, they're running and hiding from themselves and from others. So I see as well that this person could be keeping tabs on you. They could be asking friends about you if you have mutual friends, or they could be watching you from afar online. If they have you online, and if not, they could be showing up in your dreams or in other ways astrally to show you that they're kind of like here and connected to you and sharing their information with you on what it is that they're going through as well. It's highly likely that they show up in one of your dreams and kind of give you some information that you've been wondering. They also could show up in your meditations. I see that this person is battling, it looks like alcoholism. I'm definitely seeing like the devil here, so it really could be any struggle, but I do, like, I'm seeing somebody who's like really drunk, and like, you know that when you feel like super bloated and you're like spinning and you're like, why did I do this to myself? I feel like they're dealing with that. I don't know, I just heard their dad, so like their dad could have had alcoholism, or they could have struggled with it. Some sort of patriarch in their family line, like their grandfather or their uncle might have had some sort of addiction. I also see too that it's like they're a good person, but some of the ways they were raised was not so good or healthy, especially towards women. And so they might not always know how to respect or speak to women because they never really had a good example of that. So they're trying to figure that out themselves. I see as well that they're a very private, very secretive person, and also if you are into spirituality, which I assume you are because you're on this video, or if you are into tarot reading or any kind of witchcraft, they have misconceptions around that are entangled with their misconceptions around women, and they have some fear around that. They're also kind of lumping you in a category. So let's say they got a bad reading one time and a witch was like, you're going to die in 7 days. And then they got like really fucking scared. Basically, it's like, all witches are bad, you know, now. And it's a misconception. It's an entanglement that they're trying to get through. They have a negative association with whatever kind of spirituality that you're connected to. It could even be like the church, like they could have been raised in the church and they were raised to think that like witchcraft is the devil's work or whatever. With the Fool, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups, they want to tell you that you're very beautiful. You're striking, actually. This person's really intelligent, but they might mask their intelligence with humor, or they might be kind of like a hard nut to crack, so they don't say much, but then when they do speak, it's very intelligent. They find you to be incredibly striking, and if the last time you saw them, you just caught them staring at you, it's because they just think you're really, really, really beautiful. and they get very, I just heard, encapsulated by your beauty. It's like your beauty just surrounds them. It's like a full body experience. And they do want to communicate to you towards a new beginning. We do have the Eight of Wands and the Fool here with the Queen of Cups. And actually, if you look at all these, all the colors are mirroring each other. I think they're already communicating with you because of all the purple. But it's just through the astrals. It's through your third eye. So all you have to do is tap in and listen. I just heard I'm Under Your Spell. And then I heard Magic Man by Heart, I think it is. But it's like reverse. So it's like, come on home, girl. He said with a smile, but it's like, that's how they see you. Like, they see you almost as like this temptress, this siren like energy that's pulling them in. And I just heard Halsey, I'm bad at love. So this also could be too, like, if you guys have been friends for a long time or you have connections with family or friends, they don't want to get into a relationship or something with you, mess it up, and then ruin whatever it is you guys have going. Because I know we've all been in that friend group where people start dating and then the group is ruined. And they just don't want that to happen. I just heard there's too much at stake. But they will be reaching out for a new beginning with you, even if it's just in companionship and not necessarily a romantic new beginning. I am noticing that these dragons are drooling, and it's like they really are frothing at the mouth to have a conversation with you and connect with you. And they are very taken by you. I just heard the genie in Aladdin, you ain't never had a friend like me. And maybe you work with the jinn, and just know that the jinn are working on this person or working on this connection in your favor. What else? What else is your message to Group 1? Yeah, you're manifesting a new beginning with this person, but at the same time, you manifesting is what kind of pushes them away as well, because they have these preconceived notions. But I do see that you'll get a solid foundation with this person, whether it's in friendship, a business partnership, or a romantic relationship. And it's going to be very healing for you and very healing for them as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Three of Swords. It's almost like this person's grumpy. Like, you could be like, hey, there's pie over there. And they're like, oh, yeah, I like pie, but, oh, what's the catch? I just saw the explosive pies from SpongeBob when he gives him the exploding pie. Oh, also, they might think that you only like them because you're pitying them. So it's like, they could look at you and be like, this person is, like I was saying, they just think you're so breathtaking that they're like, the only reason this person would ever be nice to me is because they're pitying me or they're messing with me. So they're very like, I just saw 2 knights go on God with swords. So they're very, and then I saw them run away again. They're a runner. They keep running into the cave. They know they want you, but they're like, I could never bag a girl or boy or whatever that amazing and powerful. I do see you getting in some sort of committed connection with this person, though. It very well could be romantic, but you're going to commit to each other in some way, whether it's friendship, a business, or yeah. Also, too, this person could have tried to make you jealous, or you know, maybe chose somebody else over you. And I see that it's like you didn't take it personally at all. And if they are with someone, that's why they're not talking to you, because they're dating someone else. So maybe if you're in separation right now, it's because they kind of were already in a situation, or they got themselves into a situation that wasn't conducive with whatever you guys were doing here. But know that there will be a reconciliation in some way that is supporting to you both. This is really heavily protected, and yeah, your guides are with you for this. And this relationship, this person just wants to remind you how beautiful and powerful you are, and that you deserve the world, and that you shouldn't settle for anything less. I also see a little baby spirit here. So there's like the spirit of your unborn child, or they're not necessarily with them, but if you want children, the spirit of one of your unborn children is just kind of there supporting you, and you can call upon them when you need them. And also we do have the flamingo here, which is connected to Ra, and I am seeing the Star of David, so perhaps you're Jewish, or your person is, or you have connections to Judaism. What else do you want to say, Group 1? Yeah, they just don't believe that you could actually be interested in them. Yeah. And they're also having trouble letting go of their ex. They're kind of doing a back and forth, it seems, with karmic. Also, this person could have been a situation too where it like reminded you of that chemistry exists. So maybe you were like holding on really tightly to a different relationship, and then you met this person and you were thinking like, I don't have chemistry with anyone else. And then you met this person and you were like, oh yeah, like chemistry does exist out in the world, and it's not supposed to be anything other than like support. Like I said, I do see you guys getting into some sort of supportive relationship, maybe not romantic, but definitely a friendship or a business partnership. But this was to remind you that chemistry exists, and that whatever ex you're holding on to, you need to let them go in order to attract love in this moment. You cannot attract the love you seek when you believe that nothing will compare to your ex. And so this person came in to remind you that chemistry exists outside of what you've already experienced, and what you've already experienced is not the end all be all. I just heard Butterfly too by Crazy Town. I just saw 1111. I just heard sexy, sexy, crazy little thing. This person could like to dance with you too. Yeah, you have this warrior energy about you. It's like a fatal attraction. They're frightened by it, but it pulls them in. You really do have this siren's call with them. And then Hecate, the witch, again, we have Joan of Arc and the witch. So you're a strong, independent person that doesn't adhere to social norms or societal standards necessarily. And that is very intriguing and attractive to them, but at the same time, they're bound to something or someone else. They're bound to some sort of karmic something. Like I was saying, it looks like alcoholism or a person. And so they want to travel into your waters and explore, but they just don't feel safe doing so because they need to cut those karmic ties first. Okay, what do you want to tell group one? The last thing you want to tell them? We have Hot Lips, Eiffel Tower, and Vampire Two-Step. So they want you to know that you deserve better than whatever it is that you've been accepting in your life, whether it's from them or other people. I see that others have been feeding off your energy, or you haven't been valuing yourself fully. And this person wants you to know that you're worthy. It's important that you value yourself, and that they really do think you're wonderful, and they appreciate you, and they're glad that they met you. They wanted to show you more. They wanted to show you what you deserve, and right now they cannot necessarily give you what it is that you deserve, so they're respectfully telling you that. But they do like to communicate with you in the astral and connect with you in the astral, and I do think you guys are going to be good friends if you're not already. And then with excuse me, I just heard it's hard for me to communicate sometimes. And then with Hot Lips, it's about we have Vampire Two-Step, Eiffel Tower, and Hot Lips. And Hot Lips is about gratitude. So just be grateful for this experience. Be grateful for this person. Be grateful for their unconditional love and kindness. And be grateful for whatever relationship comes out of this. Okay? And I'm going to pull you a charm. So we have a little orb, which is saying, give it to spirit. And then we have a pineapple. So if you've been worried about money, your abundance is about to shift for the better. Ooh, this person might try to come kiss you, and if they don't, somebody's going to try to come kiss you, or they might have tried to kiss you and you were like, eh. Oh, and then we have this little French fry that says G on it, so maybe their initial has a G. I just heard, can I get a shake with them fries? If so, baby, can I get them supersized? That song Tipsy, so maybe you guys were drinking. And I also get the feeling, too, that if their initial is not G, this could be a different energy infiltrating. So how I was saying, like, it was to teach you how to release your ex or how to release someone from the past. It could be that the energy from the past is incredibly pervasive and just shows itself all the time, and this person helped you to block that energy more. So, yeah. That's all I have for you, Group 1. Like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it. Thank you very much, and I will see you another time. Okay, bye-bye. Hi, Group 2. This is for those of you who chose the Tower Wax Melt. All right, I already said a prayer. I already set my intentions. We'll get right into your reading. So group two's person, what it is that you want to tell them. I just heard you're so beautiful. This person looks at you with dreamy eyes. They have dreamy eyes. So this person wants to acknowledge that they understand that you've been through a lot in your life, and they really do see you as such a beautiful, wonderful, I just heard a unicorn. Someone like you is so rare, and you only come around once every 100 million years. Just kidding, but they're very grateful to know you because they understand that knowing you and being in your energy is rare, and they don't know anybody else like you. We have the Empress here with Kali. They really look up to you. This person actually, is not only very taken by your beauty and taken by your energy and your knowledge and your wit, but they're very taken by your strength, everything that you've been through, everything that you've endured, everything that you've experienced in life. It's very powerful for them to see a divine feminine energy standing in their power and remaining soft while not losing their boundaries, if that makes sense. I also just felt like I saw the same truck twice. So maybe when you're with this person, there are certain matrix glitches. I just heard you help me believe in something outside of myself. I feel like you guys have fast-tracked this person. I just saw the same looking truck for the third time. Wow, interesting. You're helping them ascend because 3 is the number of ascended masters. So it's like you're helping them ascend to higher levels of intelligence and intuitiveness. And also I'm getting like a pain in my heart while I'm saying this, and it's like they could have been really heartbroken when they met you, and it doesn't have to be heartbroken from a relationship. It could be, but they could be heartbroken about family, they could be heartbroken about work, about the state of the world, whatever it is. They were in an extreme state of heartbreak when you came into their life, and they're so grateful to know you. They feel like you were meant to find each other. They feel like the universe brought you together, and they feel like they just really admire you, and they can relate to you a lot, and they just support you, and they appreciate you, and they enjoy the time they get to spend with you. If you guys hang out at night, they really love that. Like, they love hanging out with you under the stars and at night, and they love when you teach them like hidden occult knowledge. So if you share your experiences spiritually with them, or you share in like spell work or anything else along those lines with them, they really enjoy it. They feel like you're a wealth of knowledge, and they love the time they get to spend with you, and it makes them feel powerful. Like, when they're by themselves, they feel like a regular human, but when they're with you, they feel like there's something special about them, and like they have power that maybe they don't necessarily feel like they have on their own. With the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, I don't understand. Can I get a clarifier on this? They feel like they've been waiting a very long time for someone like you. I think that they've previously been in relationships with or friendships with people who are just not as nice as they could be, and they've never been able to finish what they start in their relationship. So they're feeling really, right now, kind of like a failure. And like whenever they try to build something with someone, it never really goes anywhere. Or they're feeling like they've built foundations that were destined to fail. And with you, they feel differently about that because you're coming up as the Queen of Cups opposed to the King of Swords. So it's like you actually care. Whereas in the past, they felt like the other people that they've dated or been with haven't cared. They feel like you actually care. And they really get this enchanted, magical feeling of love with you here with the Page of Cups. And it's a feeling that they haven't necessarily had before. I know they've been in love, but like, it's like a childlike innocence that you present to them in the form of spirituality, kindness, and unconditional love that they've never actually had. So what else does Group 2's person want to tell them? You're building a foundation right now. You might not be dating yet, or you might not be as close as you want to be yet, but you're building the foundations, and they're happy to build the foundation with you. I think you guys have similar dreams and wants in life. And yeah, it feels good to build with you. And you're helping them walk away from old thought patterns. So like the old thought patterns of not building the foundations and creating things that they felt like they had no follow through around, or like that never got off the ground or never became what they wanted them to become. They feel like you're helping them walk away from that and end that cycle here with the World card and the Eight of Cups. And it's like for the first time in their life, they're learning how to build a strong foundation through you and through your kindness, wisdom, and insight. And then we also have the Lovers. So this could be the twin flame relationship. It could also just be as well that it's like they're releasing old karma in their life, or they're releasing old cycles, or maybe they've been really worried about a twin flame journey, and this is some sort of soulmate, and it's like you help them to release their worry about the twin flame journey. If this is your twin, they're definitely concerned that they haven't built the proper foundation with you. They're worried that things might not come to fruition the way they wanted them to, that you might walk away and end the cycle. So 2 different groups there. And with the Two of Swords, I see that you're kind of over it too. Like if this is your twin and they just keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're kind of like blocking it out, and you're like, not blocking yourself or blocking your blessings, but you're blocking the fuckery. You're not dealing with the craziness and the ups and downs and the whatevers anymore. You're just focusing on yourself. And I see that you're aligning your divine feminine and divine masculine energy much more than you have. My nose is itching, so you might be seeing this person soon. Or if you're in separation, they could be reaching out to you. Whenever my nose itches, that means someone's coming back. All right, so what does Group 2's person want to tell them? Religious factors. So regardless of whether it's with this person or not, I see that Spirit has you in alignment to get to the next romantic level or the next relationship level. So if you are dating someone, to get proposed to and engaged. If you are in a situationship with someone, you make it official. I see that Spirit is just guiding you right now to figure out that you really are lovable, you deserve love, you deserve the world, and when you do realize just how valuable and lovable you are, your love life ascends to a higher level of commitment, and I feel like this person is helping you with that. Whether it's your twin or it's a soulmate or anything in between, they're helping you to recognize that you're lovable, that you're valuable, and that you deserve more than what it is you've been getting or giving yourself. They just are very taken by you. They think you're very beautiful. I just heard, I like the way you move, toot, 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 by Santana. Yemaya. Oh, we have the Orishas. So perhaps this person works with the Orishas, or we're doing the spell for the ocean. We're working with Yemaya, the Orisha, and water spirit. So that's lovely. But we have 2 Orisha. We have Yemaya and Oya. We have power and hope. And so this to me is saying that right now you need to recognize your power, stand in your power, and have hope for a better tomorrow. And you got to focus less on stress here with the Bast card. You have to have more fun and more play. This person's very sexually attracted to you. They really like the way you look. They like your body and the way you move. And like I said, I just heard heart eyes. Like when they look at you, they literally just have like heart eyes. And you can see it like when they look at you, and other people see it, that they're like looking at you with these very mushy, sweet eyes. You guys could also be really similar. This too could be the same sex pile as well, because we are getting the 2 goddesses of the same pantheon, the same collection of spirits. So it could be a same-sex situation here, but also, if not, it's like they see you as like soul family. They really connect to you in a way that they haven't really connected to anyone else, and they're very attracted to both your power, your grace, and you have this childlike fun and innocence to you as well. My nose is itching again. This person, you're gonna see him soon. All right, and then I wanted to pull these for advice. Advice, please, for group 2's from group 2's person to group 2. So there's a reason if you feel like you can't really see what's going on right now. Wow, that's crazy. So we have on your knees, lights out, and wake up. So right now you could be in a compromised position where it feels like nothing's going right, or like you can't think straight, or like you don't really know what's coming next. It's almost like I'm literally seeing it's like you're driving through this tunnel and you don't know what's on the other end. You know that there's some sort of light, but you don't know like what's on the other side of that light. You know what I mean? Like, what am I driving into? I just heard speak graciously and kindly. So make sure you're speaking graciously and kindly. But basically, Spirit's saying you're being put in this position where it feels like things aren't working out the way you wanted them to, and you're not supposed to see things yet. Spirit is purposefully keeping stuff from you because lights out right now, and then when you're done with the lights out, suddenly you're gonna wake up. Suddenly you're gonna wake up and find out everything that you've been wondering about or feeling. Sorry, I just thought I heard someone come in, but no one came in. Huh, that's weird. Maybe you've had false starts with this person. But yeah, if you've been feeling in the dark and you don't know what's coming next, you will wake up soon. How can you make the best of this time? That's kind of putting you in a position where you feel compromised, or like you're on your knees, or like you're struggling. And then with the wake up card as well, this is about respecting our body and making sure we're eating right and getting enough rest. Calling myself out here because I'm not. Hey, it wasn't the same truck, but it looked like the same truck again. It was a different one this time though. But yeah, how can you treat your body kinder so that you don't end up getting sick or depressed or spiritually unwell? How can you better protect yourself? And I just heard giving everyone access to you whenever they want is poor spiritual hygiene. You need to become less available to the masses, whatever that means for you, whether that means your family, your large group of friends, your online following, whatever it is, your place of work. You need to become less available to those who are not a part of your immediate enjoyment and connections to your path right now. Okay? So that's all I have for you, group 2. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say, and yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you'll be back sometime. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Love you. Hello, this is for those of you who chose group 3. It just started to thunder in the background, so that might be a synchronicity for you or your person. Okay, let's do this. Spirit, what does group 3's person want to tell them? Whoa, I just got like full body, like covered in like really light energy. I feel a really strong love emanating from this person, and they're going like this. Oh my God, they're like the Little Mermaid. Like they have no ability to communicate like what it is that they're feeling. They're feeling these intense, strong feelings of love, and they don't have the throat chakra or the ability to communicate. Whoa, they're scared too. I don't know if they've ever felt like this before. It's really chaotic, but really light-bodied. Group 3, what do you want to say to your person? The Hierophant. You guys had the Hierophant card, and we got the Hierophant. I just heard it takes 2 to tango, baby. And then I saw Austin Powers. I don't know if that's from the movie. I don't think it is. I've never seen it, if you can believe that. But I saw him being like, it takes 2 to tango, baby. So maybe your person's funny. Or they could think they're ugly. That's sad. They might think that they're ugly, but they could be like a fuckboy or a fuckgirl who just kind of gets around because deep down they have really low self-esteem. And because like in the movie, doesn't, like, Austin Powers sleep with a bunch of people, even though he's, like, really weird looking and, like, unattractive, but he's got this, like, energy about him? Yeah, it's like that. So I see in the past this person could have really blocked you out. They could have even blocked you on social media, or blocked your phone number, or blocked your energy altogether. I just heard I don't do well in situations where emotions and feelings need to be communicated, because I don't articulate my emotions and feelings well, because I don't have an interest in it, and it's not my favorite thing to do. With the Hierophant here, though, it's like there's part of you that allowed this. So there was certain behavior that was going on in the past that ultimately had you creating this situation, scenario, and reality in order for you to heal certain demons from the past, or certain upset or struggles or parasitic energies or habit forms that have attached themselves to you throughout your life. So perhaps you've only ever dated people who don't respect you, and it's like a certain habit form that you've created. The situation and scenario between the two of you was a catalyst and created by the two of you. That was a Freudian slip. I was going to say by you, but by the two of you, in order to help you both release certain patterns, both thought patterns and physical habit patterns that you've been struggling with for a long time. This is giving a strong twin flame energy. The reflection in the mirror, and growth from understanding oneself through being triggered. But just know that this is all part of your creation. You also doubt your power so much, and you doubt how much this person cares about you. And it could be because this person doesn't openly express how much they care. Obviously, they're saying they have a hard time communicating. But my face is getting itchy by my nose. Whenever my nose itches, someone's coming back or has something to say. Clearly this person has something to say. They're trying to figure out how to say it. They feel really unworthy of your energy, though, and they feel almost like a monster. I just heard Beauty and the Beast in my head, and it's like they feel like the beast. They don't feel like they're deserving of your love. They don't feel like they're attractive. They're like, yeah, I got my personality going for me, but the beast is also pretty fucking mean, isn't he? He's rude, because he's traumatized, because he's a human in the form of a beast, because he's been cursed. There could be some really serious ancestral curses as well that the two of you are trying to break in your different lineages. I do see, though, that you will break them here with the Ten of Pentacles, and you'll get out of the maze of your mind and out of the maze of upset that you've been experiencing. If you've been repeating the same thing over and over again. I started watching the show Legion, and in the second season they get lost in the maze of their mind, and there's even a minotaur just like on this card. And basically these very twin flamey like couple on there, they don't say they're twins, but they're definitely by my standards twins. They get the male gets caught in his female counterpart's mind because she keeps trying to show him the same lesson over and over again, and he keeps interpreting it wrong. And so they're stuck in the maze of her mind until he can fully see her as she is, and shift his perspective around what that means and who she is, what she believes, and who she's been and who she is now. And it's just very twinny. And I just feel like it's like you guys are about to have a victory and come out of the maze. You're about to see. I'm noticing this buckle here too that is like a ruby, and it's shaped like an eye. Very powerful. Very powerful protection on the two of you. And rubies are rare. Rubies are the most expensive stone. My nose is itching slightly. They're getting ready to come back. They just don't know what the hell to say. My friend told me that rubies are the most so expensive because they're the most rare. So this love feels potent and rare. They know it. They fought it in the past. They really tried to block it out because I just heard, I'm not good for you. I'm not right for you, and I'm not good for you. And then I just heard you say, well, who are you to decide that for me? Wow. Powerful. I just heard, I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally as well. So if you guys fight and butt heads, they're not your enemy, they're your ally. they're usually someone who doesn't get too in their head or upset or stressed out about things, but they've actually been struggling a bit. They've been struggling with their emotions as well. And also, whatever their moon sign is, like, astrologically speaking, sometimes they fight their moon sign. So, like, the rest of their chart might be in one direction, and then their moon sign is in another direction. Your moon is directly related to the relationship that you had with your mother and how you process your emotions. So I feel like this person could want to communicate, like I was saying, and want to have the emotional intelligence to articulate how they're feeling. But that could be the ancestral curse that they're breaking. Whatever the relationship or standard step set by their mother was in their life is exactly what they're trying to tear down. I just heard, tear down the wall. You should watch the Wall movie by Pink Floyd. It's incredible, but it can be triggering, especially right now, because there's a lot of totalitarianism, and there's just other scenes that are not necessarily kosher. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna watch it. Be in the right mindset to watch it. But it's all about how his relationship with his mother and his father passing away in war kind of set him up in a negative way for not only his relationships with women, but his relationship with himself, with the industry, and with his art. So yeah, they're struggling. I just saw too in that movie, there's like this little creature guy, and he's kind of creepy. He's got like these like black eyes, and it's like, crazy toys in the attic, I am crazy. I'll see if I can insert it. That's how they feel. They just feel like this sad little crazy black-eyed thing, and they don't feel deserving of your love. So much of what pushes them away from you is their insecurity, and also they could have Libra energy as well. This Libra energy really, they don't always make the best decisions, and they don't do well with making choices, so they're struggling in that aspect. And you can even see with the Fool, he's like juggling here. This person's also juggling a lot. They're juggling a lot in their personal life, and they're juggling a lot in their mind, and they don't have a lot of support while they're doing it. This person is like the pillar that supports others. They want to tell you that they want some sort of committed relationship with you. To me, it does look romantic, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is about building a strong foundation and future with someone. But it also could be a business partnership or a friendship. I just want you in my life. I don't like when you're not in my life at all. So I think ideally they'd like to have a romantic and sexual relationship with you, but at the end of the day, they're not going to let you go completely. Perhaps in the past, like I said, they could have blocked you or like tossed you away or thrown you away in the past, but they always come back. And that's because ultimately they want to be around you, they want to know you, and they want to have you in their life. And I just heard, I can't explain this pull that I feel to you. It's like nothing I've ever felt, and it makes them incredibly uncomfortable to have this pull towards you, because they've always been really calloused, shut off, and in control of their emotions. I feel like you lead with your heart and they lead with their head. And in this situation, you're being forced to focus and lead with reason, while they're being forced to focus and lead with their heart. So you're both, it is very twinny. It's very reversed. Also, I see 5 little butterflies here, and I feel like they're future children spirits, or just not that you're gonna have 5 kids, but like I just feel like there are little baby lovely spirits that are connecting with you and supporting this relationship, whether they're born to this person or not. You have these little cherub-like, sweet, innocent, childlike energies that support you and love you. They could be alive too. They could be other people's kids that are around you or in your energy or frequency, but I do believe they're connected to you in some way. So whether they were your children in a past life and they're already born to someone else, like cousins or nieces or nephews or whatever, or these are the children that you have birthed in this life or will birth in this life. And then here with the Fool, if you have a cat or like a little animal, they love your little animal. And your animal is very supportive to you. Look at he's like got his little cheeky smile. Yeah, and they just like you. If you're funny, if you make them laugh, that's like their favorite thing about you. No, I just heard your body, your mind, your face, and your soul are my favorite things about you. and I really love that you make me laugh. They feel like they could just get lost in you too, because look at all these stairs. It's like they just feel like they could just climb and climb and climb and never find an ending with you. They could just be with you climbing these stairs and these ladders forever. What else, group 3? They are a little bit stressed out that you're sleeping with other people. They're also stressed out about the way they treated you in the past. They watch you religiously. Wow. So they feel like you're not focused on them. So this is them like, hello, I love you. I just heard the doors, hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name? And they just watch you, and you're kind of just focused on yourself and your independence and your money and your own joy and your own peace. And that's exactly how you should be focused. Look at that tiny drink too. It's like they're in the corner of your mind, because doesn't that tiny drink look like it's for that tiny bird that's staring at her? So it's like they're in the corner of your mind, and you hope that they're a part of your future, but you're no longer bending over backwards to fix them or make them a part of your future. I see that they have a really negative karmic energy or spirit attached to them. This could be their mother, that mother energy I was talking about. It's very toxic. And they're definitely concerned that you're sleeping with other people, or that someone's going to sweep you off your feet, because you're showing up as the 9 of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. You're also showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, so you're very solid and stable right now. I just heard ripe for the picking. So if someone wants to come and pick you that is worthy, they're concerned they could lose you forever. Yeah, they're in the maze of their mind here with the 8 of Swords as well. They also, if they did some fucked up stuff to you in the past, they feel guilty about it. Don't let them fool you if they've tried to act like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. No, like deep down in their heart and their core, they know they did something wrong, and they do feel bad about it, and they're afraid you'll never forgive them. And then we have the 6 of Wands and the Prince of Swords. I told you, this person watches you a lot. They watch you a lot. And actually, I noticed this in my reading the other night. He has a little buddy hiding behind him. He has a little friend, a little buddy. So this person could also have a little cat or an animal or some sort of buddy, like a dog or a child, fish, maybe for some of you. I feel like by Aquarius season, you'll have every answer that you need for this relationship. By next Aquarius season, I think you'll be able to end this cycle, whatever that means. So end the cycle of being in the dark, end the cycle and let go of this relationship, or end the cycle and, you know, fully step into a committed connection, whatever that means for you. And with the 6 of Wands, they do want victory. And I just heard, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm going to figure it out. But here with the triangle and the blue and the circle on his jacket, first, and then there's like, he's holding this book. First, they need to educate themselves on how to speak about how they truly feel and what's going on in their mind. And when they can take what's going on in their mind and communicate it out to you is when you guys have the closure or the moving forward that you need from this. I do see that there is definitely some sort of victory from this, though. All right, what else does Group 3's person want to tell them? You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in your magic. And I just heard, like, you wildly underestimate your power, not only in life, but your power over them. You hold a very strong, I just heard no one can hold a candle to you. You hold a very strong, power over them. That you are their muse. There's no one like you. They've never met anyone like you. You inspire them to be better. You inspire them to create. You inspire them to look deeper than what's on the surface. With Morgan Le Fay and Magick, your magic is deeply powerful and pervasive, and it really dips into all aspects of your life, and your magic is what draws them to you, but it's also what pulls them back because they feel like they can't match your energy. Just like they said no one can hold a candle to you, they believe they themselves can also not hold a candle to you. And then also Sirens with Temptation, your sexual energy that you hold within this relationship and connection, and the sexual energy and tension that they feel towards you is unmatched and unreal. It feels like no one can compare. No one can compare. They just keep saying that. What else do you want to say, Group 3? Wow! I just heard I'm making you mine. So we have, it's safe for you to love very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes for you, so it comes to you now. And then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So, in a bad way? No. Because I wanted to make sure they weren't married or like hiding that from you if they were in a connection with someone else. I don't believe that. I believe that they think that you're their soulmate. I also believe this is the kind of person that doesn't believe in soulmates. So I just heard, I saw you in a dream before I ever saw you in real life. Actually, I saw you in 4 or 5. So they saw you in like 4 or 5 of their dreams before they knew you even existed in real life. I just heard, I called you Dream Girl. And you were just like this hot dream girl that just kept showing up. And then I realized you were real. And I was like, huh? She exists? What the hell? So yeah, decide what you want now so it comes to you. And very soon, it's going to be safe for you to love. And you're going to get the communication answers and conversations that you've been seeking. It is safe for you to love this person. There's no deception going on. I think this could end in marriage or some sort of committed relationship between the two of you, or that's what they ultimately decide they want with you. This could also be someone who's never believed in marriage and suddenly you make them believe in it. And soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Also, he's holding her stomach, so you could have a child with this person already, or you might be getting ready to have a child with this person. If you're not ready, make sure you're protecting yourself. You could also have past life children with this person. And then we have, also this person is a huge chatterbox in the cards. They just don't know how the fuck to talk in real life. So we have Wild Roses, House of Mirrors, Friendly Skies, and What's Cooking. So Spirit wants you to know, like, this is about blooming where you're planted, and it's about how roses and plants can grow even through like tar and cement. And so with this Wild Roses card, it's about doing the best with what you've got. And with the House of Mirrors, you have a really off perception of this person. They have a really off perception of you. And then the two of you are creating this really weird off perception in general of the relationship. And Spirit's trying to help you with this so that you can move forward to what's cooking in the future. So what's cooking is all about like trusting that everything's going to work out as it's supposed to and that your futures are in alignment. And Spirit just wants you to know they're not punishing you. They're not trying to hurt you. They're literally there to help you. And sometimes you have misconceptions around your suffering, and none of it is meant to make you suffer. It's all meant to help you grow. Okay, we got the little G again, so you might want to go watch group 1. This came out. This could be your person's initials. And also, I just saw them getting McDonald's, and it's like they keep doing things that they know are not good for them, and then after that, it's like they feel shame and guilt around it, so they're working that karmic cycle right now. We also have a pineapple. You could be traveling with this person, and if you've been concerned about money, don't be. You're going to get some abundance shortly. We have the hamburgers. So this person could be struggling with their weight or with their diet, but also the I love hamburgers to me is about like that they really love your body. I just heard I'm Not a Piece of Cake by Melanie Martinez. Wow, so maybe you reflected this back at them. Maybe they were treating you like you were just a booty call or just a body, and like they were always denying their feelings for you and being like, it's just sex or whatever, and you held up this little mirror to them and you said, okay, fine. If that's all it is to you, then that's all it is. And then they said, wait a second, no, it's not, because they had to actually look at themselves. Yep, another pineapple. I feel like you guys are going to travel, or like I was saying, money could be an issue and you don't have to worry about it. It's all going to work out. All right, that was super long. Like if you liked it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it. I hope you enjoyed group 3, and I hope you come back sometime. All right, I love you. Bye-bye. Hi, group 4. This is for those of you who chose the strength wax melt. So it actually broke a little bit, which is fine because you have to break it to put it in your wax melter anyway. But I feel like right now you're being challenged and tested, and you could feel like I'm about to break, and Spirit's like saying like, no, have strength. They can't break you. And I also feel like it's saying as well too, like, even if sometimes, like, you know, something breaks and it feels like, oh, I shouldn't even fix it because it'll never be the same. And that's just not true. Like, there's that idea of putting gold on cracked pottery to fix it, and then the gold makes it more beautiful from like the cracks and the things that it's been through, which reminds me of a Bass Nectar song called Wings by Bass Nectar and Crywolf. I would look it up if I were you. So group 4 person, what is it that you want to say to group 4? This person's really in their feelings about you right now. They're examining their feelings. Whoa, and understanding their feelings. They feel like you're their counterpart, but like things have been put on pause or put on hold. You're both coming up as the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, so you're coming up as direct counterparts. Okay, I feel like this Cancer season, you guys are going to be laying foundations. You also could have Cancer in your actual chart. Yeah, don't worry about this. You don't have to do anything. I just heard take charge, do nothing. All you got it, first of all, cute skirt, huh? And second of all, sorry, my neighbors are out from my window. I hope this isn't weird and awkward for them because I'm just like staring in that direction. There could be a lot of bumps in the road that have showed up, or different obstacles or things that have kind of held you out of alignment or out of connection with this person. But rest assured that everything's going to be fine. You don't have to worry about this connection. This connection is divinely protected, and it's headed in a really nice direction. You just have a little bit further to go, a little bit more waiting to do as you might perceive it, but at the end of the day, you're building a strong foundation, a stronger foundation than you've ever built with anyone else in your life. With the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, this person feels like you are so beautiful, and not just beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. They feel like they relate to you in a way that they've never related to anyone else. They feel like you could be their other half or their person. They feel like you're their soulmate in some way, and they feel this special connection to you that they haven't really experienced previously. You could have Gorgon energy or be working with Medusa, and they could also have reptilian energy or just tough energy. I see that they had a really tough upbringing. They were brought up on tough love, that energy of like boys don't cry, and they're finally realizing that they're a sensitive individual, and not necessarily that, oh, they're crying at everything, but like they're realizing like, hey, I've always been sensitive, I just wasn't allowed to be. And this is a big shift for them because their whole life they've told themselves this lie that they're not, that they don't have emotions, fuck feelings, you know, I don't care. And it's like, wait a second, I actually do care, and I care about this girl, I care about this person, I care about this person deeply, and I don't want to lose them because I see myself in them. I see here with the Seven of Pentacles that it's like, it feels like it's never coming. If you've been waiting on this for a long time or trying to make this work for a long time, it's been feeling like, oh, it's never going to work, it's never coming, we can never get this done. But Spirit's saying this Cancer season, all of that changes. And I did hear that with Venus retrograde Leo, we're going to see people getting back together, or people ending up in relationships that maybe they didn't predict they were going to end up in, or that they had given up on. We're going to just see relationship shifts and changes. We're also going to see people breaking up that we thought we would never break up. But Cancer season I see is supporting this greatly, and it's building a strong foundation between the two of you here with the Three of Pentacles, and then with Temperance and the Ace of Wands. Once you fully come into a state of neutrality and knowing that everything is in perfect alignment and that the divine is taking care of things exactly as it's supposed to, it's like almost like the second you don't care, bam, new beginning. And not don't care like, fuck you, I don't care anymore, like in the energy of like, I don't care, like I'm just surrendering. I just want what's best for me. And what's best for me is what God says is best for me, or the universe, or source as you perceive source, whatever source says is best for you. And you're surrendering to that now. And you're learning how to work with your emotions. And like how I was saying, this person is realizing that they're sensitive after a lifelong experience of being told that they're not. They could have grown up in a house where they were told who they were and how they felt. and this is the first time in their life that they're individuating and separating themselves from their family or their parents and realizing who they are, what it means to be them, and, you know, their true feelings and their true wants and their true desires and their true perceptions of life. Yeah, and I see that a passionate, fiery new beginning is going to strike. And I feel like it could come out of nowhere and it's going to happen really fast. But it won't necessarily feel like too fast. It'll feel like in perfect alignment, but to the people outside of you, it might feel fast. And my left eye just twitched, so I feel like there could be some evil eye on this connection. People in your life might not like this person, or they could have like jealous exes attached to them that don't want this to happen, but it doesn't matter. You're incredibly protected. It just might end up creating more bumps in the road, but they can't do anything about it. We have the Nine of Pentacles. They really see you as ready, and I feel like you are ready. Like, you're ready for the next phase of life, especially the next romantic phase, and they're starting to see that. Interesting. They've caught your eye, and I just heard they've had it for a long time. Like I said, it feels like it's never happening. Okay, so if there was something that happened between you guys, if there was some sort of transgression or betrayal here with the Five of Swords, Spirit's reminding you that it's all part of a bigger purpose and plan, and that it's actually going to bring you happiness in the end. So if there was some sort of betrayal, it enlightened you. Look how he's like shining the light. It enlightened you to be able to fix that behavior, or that what caused that to happen. So maybe it was poor communication, maybe it was childhood wounding, whatever it was, it shone the light on the issue so you could fix it. My nose is itching. This person's coming back. It shone the light on this person's issue so that you could fix it, because you cannot fix a problem that you don't know is there. And with the Sun card, ultimately you're going to end up very happy. With the King of Wands, this person is coming into an emotional and physical maturity. I feel like they could have been showing up as the Knight of Wands previously, and it's showing that they have leveled up and shifted as you also leveled up and shifted. I see that if you've been worried about money or making a shift in career, I see that it will ultimately be very fruitful for you. And I see as well that you're learning how to respect yourself. I'm also really noticing her nails and her rings. So this person could really love your hands and your nails and your jewelry. And I also see that she has this key in her hand. I've never noticed that before. She has a tiny key in her hand. And I feel like Spirit's saying you have the key. It's up to you now how you want to unlock your future. And I believe this person's going to go along in that future with you. Let's see. Wow, the chemistry card. This is my twin flame card for this deck. So this could be your twin, especially coming up as counterparts. There's a strong magnetic and sexual attraction here. So we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it could be that this person is different than those you have dated in the past, or they could be outside of what you have usually accepted in relationships. It could also be too that they have a different lifestyle than that which you saw yourself with someone having. So maybe they, you know, are from a different background, they have a different culture, they have a different religion, whatever it is. It could be they have a child and you never saw yourself being with someone with a child. They could have a dog and you're like, I hate dogs, I'm never gonna have a dog, and then you fall in love with the dog, you know what I mean? And it's like the dog's your baby and you can't believe you ever didn't love the dog, that kind of thing. Passion, this is about extreme sexual connection and chemistry. And then with the chemistry card, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. There's a strong pull, and they want you to know that they feel it too, even if they're not always good at expressing it. So Spirit's stating right now that they want you to be kind, because this person's actually really scared of you and this connection. I just heard you have the power to break me. Not only to break my heart, but to break my soul and my mind. So, like, if you reject them or say mean things, if you said mean things in the past, it really sticks with them. Whenever you call them names or call them out on negative behavior, it always, like, rings through their head constantly, and sometimes they just can't deal with... You're smart and you're witty, and sometimes when you're making a point, those smart and witty comments can come off as harsh and mean. And, they just want you to be more kind when you're communicating. And then with Amaterasu, self-esteem, Spirit wants you to just know your worth, and they're seeing you as very confident in yourself right now and very beautiful and also very closed off. Like I just heard one too many times, baby. They've tricked me one too many times, and it's not that they've tried to trick you, it's that they haven't been ready. They thought they were ready for something with you and they weren't. So they weren't necessarily trying to trick you. It's like as soon as they get close, they pull away because they get scared. And they haven't tried to hurt your feelings or trick you, but I see you're wiser now. You're wiser, and you're not falling in any traps. You're not letting this vest you or get the best of you. All right, so just make sure that you are protecting yourself if you don't want to have children, and if you do want to have children, you could conceive. Right now, Spirit's asking you to be in your feminine energy and just remain receptive here. We also have the Wild Roses card, which is about, you know, doing the best with what you've got. Right now, Spirit really wants you to rest and focus on you. You have too many people who are trying to tell you what to do or who you are. I just heard there are too many cooks in the kitchen. There are too many people that have opinions on you and what it is that you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. Everything's become really chaotic and your energy has become really scattered. It's important that you do a cord cutting ritual, cut cords with everyone in your life, because you don't want cords or attachments to anyone because it just siphons you like an umbilical cord. So cut cords, take a nap, and focus on yourself and drown out the noise. So we have love you, this little love you message. So they want you to know that they love you. We also have the bicycle, and I just heard Queen, I want to ride my bicycle. So maybe you guys will bike together, perhaps they bike. But also it's like, I just heard be kind with me, because it's like learning how to ride a bike. Once I know how to do it, I'll be able to do it, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. And I feel like have a healthy relationship, and you could be feeling that way too. We also have the sunflower, which is a sign of love and beauty and abundance and relationships. And then we have the helicopter. And so I feel like it's like your connection and your union is hovering. It's getting closer. Also, I feel like you guys are star seeds. I feel like you're connected to the star family. And so you can call upon your star family for protection, healing, and guidance for this relationship. And then we also have the freaking G fries again. This just wants to come out constantly. It's come out for pretty much every group. Your person's initial could have a G, or also I'm getting Archangel Gabriel might have a message for you. And look, it's like all the cords that are scattered. It's like you cut all the cords, you come back into yourself. And then I just heard Snoop Dogg, da 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 da, it's the motherfucking D-O-double-J. That song. So yeah, that's what I have for you, group 3. Like if you liked it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amal Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of 3, Somatic, be always works, always a blessing. Alright, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. And stay for bloopers if you want. Okay, bye-bye. Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, let me take these shoes off. Hi, everybody. I'm Rusty. Hi, group 3. Oh, you're not group 3. Oops. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye. Love you.